Hello friends, in this part of the series of the video camera technology, we will discuss about the pickup devices. Pickup device is an electronics item that converts the optical image into the charge image. Then after scanning and adding the control pulses, converts into the electrical signal called the video signal. The pickup device may be of two types, the pickup tube and the charge coupled devices. To demonstrate, I have arranged a pickup tube here. The position of this pickup tube inside this professional 3-tube video camera is here. To increase your visibility, let us remove few cords. These are the position of pickup tubes, one for red, another for green and another for blue. The actual pickup tube is inside this metal case, and this metal case has the coils for the focus and alignment. The exact pickup tube that used in this camera is Plumb-Beacon tube, and we have arranged a Plumb-Beacon tube here. This Plumb-Beacon tube has three parts: the base, the body and the faceplate. This faceplate is always covered with the black cover to keep safe from the intense light. Only to demonstrate you, I am removing this black cap. This is the faceplate, and in this faceplate, this is the signal ring, that is a metal one. The actual construction details about this faceplate I will explain here in this diagram. This is the diagram for the faceplate. The glass faceplate, that is around 2-3 mm thick, contains the tin oxide layer called Nesa glass. This is also a transparent material. And from back side, a photoconductive material of antimony trisulfide is deposited. The contact between the target ring and the sensor, a indium material is used, and the signal is taken out from the target ring. The other body part of the tubes are this side, and these parts we will explain with the help of another diagram. In this diagram, the body of pickup tube lies in between the faceplate and the tube base. The tube base side has the heating filament, and heating filament is covered by a cylindrical cathode. Both heating filament and cathode are covered by a control grid, mentioned here as a beam control electrode. The electron emitted from the cathode come under the screen grid G2, mentioned as iris. The voltage on iris is 400 volt, while the voltage on the grid is negative compared to the cathode. Since there is a big voltage difference between the screen grid and the cathode or grid, therefore electrons are accelerated, and in the region of screen grid and the control grid, they form a cross section. To suppress those electrons, this is a focus grid mentioned as a G3. The electrostatic focusing is done by G5 and G4 electrode written here as a electrostatic lenses. In the pickup tube, first electron beam is accelerated, then decelerated to reach at the target plate with the 0 speed. Therefore, another mesh G6 is attached here. This is about the construction of pickup tube, and all the grids are in the form of cylinder and fitted in the precision form. In the next diagram, I will explain about the working principle of this pickup tube. To explain the working principle of a pickup tube, I will take the help of this diagram. Here in this diagram, this is the subject which is focused on the target plate with the help of this taking lens, and the target plate make a charge image, and the same charge image is scanned by the electron beam generated inside the pickup tube. The target is fed by the target voltage, and from the same target the signal output is taken out. This whole pickup tube system has the two focusing arrangement, one for the optical focus, that is outside the tube, and second is the electron focus, which is inside the tube. And now, how the charge image is formed inside the target plate, I will take the help of another diagram. Here in this diagram, the light in the form of photon strikes the target and enters the target area through the transparent conducting film. The target is made of semiconductor material. The photon strikes the target, with the result the electron moves to the higher level. These electrons liberated are attracted towards the target side, as the target is fed with the target supply, which is of the order of 40 volt. The space created by liberation of the electrons is known as hole, which is in nature positive. With the result, virtually there are two images. One is made of electrons, that is attracted towards the target side, and another image of the positive charge, that is attracted towards the cathode side. The holes which are positive in nature, they are neutralized by the scanning beam. Therefore, this target side towards the cathode goes to 0 potential. Therefore, potential difference is created in between the face plate and the target side of the cathode, which makes a capacitance. In the photoconductive material, the resistivity of the material vary according to the light intensity. Therefore, this capacitance discharges through the variable resistance, and how this capacitor discharges I will explain with the help of next diagram, which makes the signal current. This is the equivalent electrical circuit of the target plate, in which the target capacitance is this one, and the light dependent resistance is shown here. Suppose we close the lens, means no light is passing through the lens and falling on the target of the pickup tube. Let us study what happens when there is no light. See here, when there is no light, the resistance increases and goes of the order of 20 megohm. With the result, the discharge of this capacitor is very slow and signal is minimum. The condition when the cap is opened, the intensity of light vary as per seen, with the result where the light intensity is more, resistance decreases, where light intensity is less, resistance increases. A charge pattern in the form of resistivity is formed, and the discharge of this capacitor speeds up the position where the light intensity is more, and the discharge of this capacitance make the path starting from resistance RC network to the signal path via single beam, and the beam current completes the path. The discharge of the capacitance, which is responsible for the signal current, if not fully discharged, makes the charge of the previous figure, with the result moving picture makes the tail. And how this tail is formed? Because of not discharge of the fully discharge of the capacitor, we will study in next figure. The discharge of capacitor will depend upon the value of resistance. When no incident lights fall on the target plate, the small current flows, that is known as a dark current. Comparatively, when weak light falls on the target, this much of output current flows. In case of the medium light, this much of the current flows. And when the light is very strong and the value of resistance is very small, the very high output current flows. With the result, the capacitance is not in a position to discharge fully, and it retains the charge of previous image. Therefore, in case of moving image, the tail is formed, and the tail is because of the strong light and non discharge of the fully charged capacitor. So far we have studied about the internal construction and the working principle of this pickup tube. The voltage requirement for the various grid inside this pickup tube is fed via this 8-pin base. We have also studied that the target is scanned. Scanning beam is inside this pickup tube, but the scanning pulses of horizontal and vertical, they are fed through the yoke mounted on the periphery of this tube. The same thing you can see here in this professional camera. This is the envelope of the metal that contains the horizontal and vertical yoke inside this one, and this is the 8-pin base. If we take the cross section of this yoke assembly, it will look like as in next figure. This is the cross section of the pickup tube and yoke assembly, in which the outer shell forms the low reluctance for the magnetic flux. Below this one, these are vertical yoke coils, and these two are the horizontal yoke coil. The pickup tube is in the center. The flux lines, the vertical one for the horizontal deflection, and how the scanning takes place we will see in the next figure. This is the basic arrangement of deflection coil, in which these two are the vertical coils and these two are the horizontal coil. Horizontal coil is fed with the sawtooth of frequency 15.625 kilohertz in case of pile, and the vertical pulse is fed to the vertical coil whose frequency is 50 hertz. The horizontal pulse creates the vertical lines, while the vertical pulse of the lower frequency drifts the horizontal line slowly and slowly to scan the tube. Here the tube is circular, but the scanning is not circular, it is rectangular, and it is done in the aspect ratio of 4:3. This is the cross sectional view of the faceplate of the pickup tube, in which the scanned area is rectangular, which is in aspect ratio of 4:3. For example, if you take 1-inch tube, the approximate horizontal side is 12.8 mm, while the vertical side is 9.6 mm. This is the scanning area. The basic working principle of the scanning is same both in case of TV and camera, but the scanning direction is reverse. In case of TV, the scanning starts from top to bottom, while in case of the camera, it starts from bottom to top. It is well clear from this figure. See here, this is the subject, this is the target, and the subject is focused on the target through the taking lens. During this action, the direction of subject is reversed because of the taking lens. Therefore, we have to manage the reverse direction of scanning inside the tube, and it is very easy to do so through the changing the connection of yoke both in horizontal and vertical. You have also studied that the target is made of tin oxide and antimony disulfide. If we see the different types of tube like BD-con, Plumbicon, Seticon, Nuicon, etc., the material used in faceplate or target is different. Therefore, a spectral response of these tubes is also different. We can see here in the figure that how the spectral response of different tubes vary from visible region and beyond the visible region. This is the spectral response of the human eye, plotted against the wavelength in nanometer, and the human eye sensitivity is the percentage wise. The sensitivity of the blue is this one, and the green is this one, and the red is this one. Human eye is more sensitive towards the green side, or around 550 nanometer. If we compare the different types of tube, they are equally sensitive in the visible region. In addition to that one, the Plumbicon, the Seticon, and the BD-con, they are more sensitive for ultraviolet region, and the Chemicon and the Nuicon, they are more sensitive for the higher wavelength, and this is about the spectral response about the tube. So far, we have studied about the internal construction, the working principle, the scanning, and the spectral response of the various types of tube. In the next part of this series, we will discuss about the charge coupled devices called CCD.